Hey everyone, another video here today. Joint pain arthritis. A lot of people suffer from joint pain arthritis and they don't know why. Well, I'm here to give you some reasons as to why people are suffering from joint pain. Now, joint pain sucks, and there are many reasons why you get joint pain. So here are some 5 reasons of why you get joint pain. So number 1 is really common, easy fix for most people, and that's going to be people losing collagen. So what I mean by losing collagen, as people get older, as people go on a plant-based diet, as people don't get enough protein, they lack a certain amino acid called glycine. Now, glycine is important for your body to rebuild that spongy material, that cartilage. And the thing is, the joint is it's like a ball socket, and it's got to move around. I mean, have you ever seen a skeleton, right? Where you move the leg or the arm? It's got that ball and joint. So within that ball and joint, right, it's not bone on bone. If it was bone on bone, you'd be in terrible pain, which I'll describe in another one. But for this one, right, if you lose enough collagen, you lose that cartilage, what happens is you get that bone on bone and you get that pain, because it's not supposed to be happening. You're supposed to have that spongy cartilage there protecting you at all times. It absorbs shock, gives you better movement, more mobility. And that's kind of the point of why we have that cartilage. So what happens? Age, wear and tear, sports, again, bad diet, lack of glycine. So for these people, I would recommend take a collagen supplement, take a glycine supplement, because at the end of the day, you're lacking glycine. For people that are carnivore or that like to eat a lot of meat, buy a nice piece of meat, a tough piece of meat, with the cartilage and the fascia and the stuff that's hard to chew, the ligaments, that kind of stuff. Ground beef is great for that. It's all mixed in there. You get a nice big roast, make a soup with it, and it helps. Bone broth, some people like to do bone broth because there is glycine in there. If you're lucky, you get a butcher shop. You go and you get some bones, put them in some soup, get the marrow. That's also a good way to get collagen from the glycine. 2, another big one happening recently, not because of plant-based diets per se, but because a lot of people are going keto. And when you go keto, you go to the store now, go to Walmart, whatever, right? And there's all these keto products. The problem with these keto products is they're all grain-based, but they're not grain-based. They use gluten to do a low-carb bread. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the nut flours, right? The almond flour, the pecan flour, these nut flours, right? They have a lot of oxalates. And even if you're in a plant-based keto diet and eat high oxalate foods like spinach or rhubarb, you will get this problem where you accumulate crystals in your joints. And for some people, it's in their skin and different parts of their tissues because it happens differently for all people for different reasons. But I'm also seeing people that get oxalates in their bones. And for some people, it could be a bone spur. But I pair this specifically with this calcium metabolism. So calcium is supposed to regulate, your joints, your bones, all that kind of stuff. But really where people mess up is they get too much calcium, right? You get a blood test, you get a mineral test, and they say your calcium's low and you need more. It's not that it's low, it's just that the metabolism of how your body handles calcium is actually really bad. Some people take a ton of vitamin D. Everyone's first jumping into the array of health is, take vitamin D, take vitamin D. But the problem with taking a lot of vitamin D, right, is if you have a high level of vitamin D, you can actually calcify your body. And this is where the problems begin for those kind of people. You probably heard of bone spurs, right? Or osteonification, where again, right, that cartilage, that ball and socket part, right? Some people actually have that turning into bone, and that's kind of crazy. So it's an accumulation of oxalates for some people. And for some people, it's just a terrible calcium metabolism. So what do I recommend for those kind of people? Well, first of all, going a low oxalate diet, of course, very important. You don't want more crap building in there. And also, for those people, right, with a bad calcium metabolism, stop taking a lot of vitamin D3. You're going to turn into more bone. Don't do that. If you're low on calcium, stop taking calcium pills. It's not helping you at all. So how do you fix this metabolism? Well, first of all, get more sunlight. You need sunlight to help you get the proper amount of vitamin D. If you get too much, you have lumisterol, tachysterol, and then it fixes the problem. But for most people, right, in this case scenario, you need vitamin K2, and most people are deficient in vitamin K2, and that is called activator X. That's the missing link that was found in the 30s, 40s, maybe in the 20s, that far back. And that's what's giving people proper bone, proper dental teeth, proper stance. You know, people have bow legginess, and, you know, the other one works the other way, right? But in this case, you're probably lacking vitamin K2. And for many reasons, the gut bacteria is supposed to produce it, but, you know, leaky gut, leaky liver, bad habits, poor dietary choices, you probably lose the bacteria that produces that. But for those people, take vitamin K2, and over time, that should help you fix the problem by putting bone where it's supposed to be. And that's basically the simplest way to put it. Third, easy, simple, might be some people, might not be some people. It's specifically with arthritis. But with this joint pain, right, people can have an incomplete breakdown of tyrosine. So there's something called NitroTyrosine, and the body's supposed to break it down. But you need things to break it down, right? So for these people, probably, you know, alcoholics, wine drinkers, people that do drugs, people that are, you know, detoxing way too much, right? Too much sulfur in the diet, too much garlic, whatever have you. These people are probably deficient in something called molybdenum. You need molybdenum to run different oxidases to break certain things down, right? So you need an Oxidoreductase to break down the NitroTyrosine into tyrosine, and then you eliminate it through your body or use it for whatever purpose. So those are going to be some people that need it. Fourth, heavy metals, lead, mercury, a lot of these things can actually be deposited into your joints and cause you pain. And I recommend working with me. I can help you. Do a hair mineral test analysis, see if you do have heavy metals or not, so I can help you take care of that. I wouldn't recommend working with someone else. I'd recommend working with me, if I can help you. And yeah, fifth, moving on. Now this is the last one, but this is more for athletes. Scar tissue, people that have had accidents. For some people, right, you can get scarring within the joint. And that sucks, right, because you basically have the scarring, this kind of callus, in your joint as you're moving, and it's going to have total fucked up mobility. That's not a good thing. So the one thing I've seen that could probably help people, which some people have said it works, it's hit or miss, right? But it's probably going to be taking an enzyme like serrapeptase. Apparently serrapeptase in the body, when taken on an empty stomach, can help you with your scarring. I don't know. It's mixed on that. It works for some people it doesn't work, but hey, this might be you. Or you might have a combination of all these things. I mean, it just depends on, you know, how you live your life, what your diet was like, and what you've been exposed to. All right. So please like, share, subscribe, because you go to a doctor, they tell you got arthritis or osteoarthritis, and they don't do shit. It's fucking pointless. But now you know why you might have problems with your joints, why you have pain, reduced mobility, all that kind of stuff now. So yeah, try these things out. Let me know. Leave a comment. Again, share, because, you know, people say inflammation. All these retard doctors say inflammation. But I'm telling you why you're getting inflammation. They don't tell you why you get inflammation. They just throw it around like they're a genius. Well, now you know why you have inflammation. All right. Thank you. Take care. Hope you do better. God bless. Take it easy.